Hello, my beautiful family. I'm your host, Mimi Talut, and welcome back to another episode of Make Your Time Matter. Today, we are going to be talking about self care, which is a very important topic. It's about prioritizing yourself and making time to take care of your body and soul. This podcast is all about making time for what truly matters. And that includes self care. When you take care of yourself, you are able to show up better for everything else in life. What does self care means to you? I want you guys to take a moment and think about it as we dive into this episode. To me, self care is all about taking care of yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. It's about prioritizing yourself and creating space to nurture your well being. I want to encourage you guys to start including self care in your daily, weekly, or monthly routine. It is very important to take care of yourself. I know a lot of us have very busy schedule. And what happened is when we are busy, we can forget to take care of ourselves. However, if you don't practice self-care, you might experience a lot of problem down the line. You might experience depression, burnout, and lack of motivation. For example, a lot of us who reside in New York, we probably have two jobs. And because we have two jobs, we work a lot of hours. And when people work a lot of hours, they can feel very stressed because they're always on the run, they're always moving, and they might feel like they barely have any time to take care of themselves. I know from personal experience, when I work a lot, I tend to feel very stressed and I tend to feel overwhelmed. I know a lot of you might be experiencing the same thing if you're working a lot. When we start feeling overwhelmed, we might also experience burnout. Burnout is a mental state when you feel physically, emotionally exhausted. When you experience a burnout, you will have very low energy, which means you won't feel like doing anything. Sometimes you might even feel like you don't want to go to work. You will feel tired all the time. You will feel emotionally drained, which can lead to depression. Depression is not a state that you want to be in. When you feel depressed, you feel sad, you feel anxious, and you might also experience a lot of irritation. You might feel like you have very low interest to the point where you don't even want to participate in activities that you used to enjoy. Depression is a feeling that can make you feel trapped, like you're in prison cell inside of your own mind. It takes a lot of effort to get out of that state. Now, I'm going to share a quick example when, I experienced depression because I wasn't taking care of myself. So basically, when I first started my career, I had to move upstate in a town called Messina. You probably never heard of it. It's literally right by Ontario, Canada. When I lived up there, it was just me. I was 7 hours away from my family. And mind you, it was around COVID time. There's not much to do up there. So pretty much I would just go to work, go home, sleep, eat, and do it again. And I fall into this pattern where I was constantly working. And even when I was at home, I would always be thinking about work. I didn't engage in any activities that I normally would. So I started feeling down. I started feeling depressed and lonely. I was wondering why I was feeling that way. The more I asked myself that question, the more I started to reflect on my life. I realized I wasn't taking care of myself. I wasn't making any time to take care of myself. I wasn't prioritizing myself. I wasn't giving myself any type of love. So I had to kind of like change the script, and I started on this journey of taking care of myself. And one of the things that I did to start that journey was I decided to pick a hobby, something that I enjoy, and then I would try to do it on my days off just so that I can feel at peace, just so that I can feel happy. The hobby that I decide to give it a go was photography. I got my camera, I started going hiking, walking on different trails, and I started taking pictures of nature. And I discovered that I really enjoy taking nature pictures. I even have an Instagram page where I post all of like my pictures. I usually take pictures of like flowers. I'm obsessed with flowers, guys. And sometimes I take pictures of like, the water, the beach, the lake, the river. So that's one thing that I had to do. I had to pick up a hobby and I had to engage in that activity as often as I can, just so that I can feel happy. That was kind of like a self-care routine for me. That was a moment in my life when I felt lonely, I felt depressed, and I knew I needed to make some change. And I had to start taking care of myself. Okay, so that was just a quick example of, how I use self-care to kind of get me out of depression. I know some of you might be experiencing the same thing. So if you're experiencing some type of depression, or you're feeling stressed, or you're feeling overwhelmed, burned out, you can definitely get out of that state. Okay, you can do it. You don't have to feel trapped. You might feel like you don't know what to do. But let me tell you, you can definitely get out of that state. You just have to start reflecting, and you have to start taking care of yourself, making time for yourself, and engage in activity that bring you joy and happiness. Honestly speaking, when it comes to taking care of yourself, you don't have to start with something that's extravagant. You can start very small, taking baby steps and doing the little things in life that can bring you happiness. To begin your self-care journey, you guys can start by practicing these 5 habits that I'm about to share with you, and you can implement them in your daily, weekly, or monthly routine. The reason why I say daily, weekly, and monthly is because we are all different and we all do things differently. I know some people have daily habits that they follow through the T. I try daily habits. It's hard for me to keep a habit every day, so I like to switch things around. There are certain things that I will do every day, or there are certain things that I will do for like 3 months. So I am constantly changing my habits. So that's why I said these habits, you can include them on your daily routine. If you are someone who have a daily routine, but you're someone who just do things like once a week, twice a week, you can include it on your weekly. Or if you feel like I only have one day in the month to do that, that's okay. You can start there. And who knows, maybe down the line, you can start implementing these habits more frequently. The 5 habits are: number one, practicing journaling. So you can practice journaling either every day, or you can do it once a week, or once a month. Me personally, I have tried to journal every day. It didn't work for me. I'm just not that type of person who can write on their journal every day. I'm gonna give you a quick example. When I was in Messina, I did start journaling, but then I'm one of those people, I like being a little creative. And when I was journaling, I wanted to do little drawings on my journal, and that was taking so much time because I work 12 hours a day. So when I tried to journal after work, it was a lot. It was taking me more than an hour. Obviously, I got tired of it. Then I tried journaling once a week. I used to do this thing called a date with myself. Every Tuesday, I will take myself on a date to a coffee shop or a little tea shop, and I'll sit there while I drink my little tea. I'll write on my journal and reflect on my week. It was good. I enjoyed it. I had so much fun. But then I stopped doing it. And then I would write in my journal here and there. So as you can see, you can give it a try. Just go with the flow. If it doesn't work, just try a different routine. Journaling is not for everyone, but it is really nice to journal because it's like a time that you can spend with yourself and you can reflect on life. It's really nice. When you like think about all the good things that you did for the week or for the day or for the month, and also to like what happened during that time that wasn't so great that you can improve on. I would definitely encourage you guys to journal. One thing I'm doing differently this year when it comes to journaling is I'm doing a 5-minute gratitude journal. So far, it's working pretty well because it will literally take you like between 2 to 5 minutes. It's really quick. The journal literally give you like little prompts of what to write about. So it's really good. Funny story about that journal is I used to listen to Self Care Season podcast, and she always talk about the 5-minute gratitude journal. And every time she talk about it, I'm like, yo, I had to look this up, and I need to get that journal and give it a try, and maybe it will work for me. And let me tell you, last year for Christmas, one of my friends mailed it out to me. That was my Christmas gift. I was so happy. I was so excited. And I was like, yep, that's a sign. So yeah, I am doing the 5-minute gratitude journal. And I'll let you guys know how that's going down the line because, like I said, I do tend to change my routine quite often. And that's okay. If that's you, you don't have to be judgmental. You do what's best for you. And if you're somebody who are very particular and you're a stickler to your daily routine, go ahead, do it. I wish I was there. I'm just not there yet. Okay, I think I kind of went overboard with the journaling. So, habit number 2 that you can do is practice meditation. It's really good. It can be very quick. There is like guided one on YouTube. That's what I do. Usually I do the 5-minute one because they're very short and sweet. I find it very hard to focus for a long time when I meditate. My mind drifts to other things. Like I be thinking about everything all in one. So that's why I do the 5-minute one because it works for me. So you can do that if you want to start meditating. I know there's like 10 minutes or 20 minutes. I usually do the 5 and 10. I tried doing the 20-minute ones and yeah, it didn't work for me. So if you're someone who can meditate for a long period of time, kudos to you. I'm hoping I can do that in the future. That's something I'm working on. But yeah, so start meditating. You don't have to do it for long. You can literally do it for 5 minutes and you can do guided ones. So, they give you a little prompt of what to think about, and they're really great. Habit number 3, taking break during the day to reset your mind. That's a very good one to practice. I know I need to practice that one. Like I said, you tend to be very busy. You're working, you're running around. And as adult, we have a lot of responsibilities. So doing your busy schedule, just take 2 minutes, 3 minutes, or 5 minutes just to sit down and don't think about anything if you don't want to, or just pray if you're someone who love God and you like to talk to Jesus. Just take a minute to relax your mind, relax your brain, because you need that time for yourself to decompress. I know I need to practice that more often because I can't sit still. I always have to keep myself busy. So I always have to remind myself, you need to take a break. So I would love to encourage you guys to definitely take a break during your day just to relax your brain. Habit number 4, engage in activities that bring you joy and happiness. I cannot stress this enough. You guys need to start making time to engage in activities that bring you joy and happiness. Let me tell you, it will make such a difference in your life. And that is self-care. Self-care is about taking care of yourself. And part of that is doing things that make you smile, doing things that make you feel content, happy. Because the more happy you are, the more easygoing you will feel, the less stress you will feel, and life will start to get easier. It can be something small like going for a 10-minute walk outside, or it can be reading a book. If you don't like reading, try audiobooks. Audiobooks are amazing. I listen to them all the time. And honestly speaking, you can literally listen to audiobooks while you are doing something else or listen to music. Whatever is going to put a smile on your face, whatever that's going to make you feel good, that's going to make you feel happy, start doing these things more often. If you can do them at least once a week, it will be ideal. Like I said, it doesn't have to be something major, like something very small. You can just stare in the mirror and say a few affirmations. That's part of self-care because when you read affirmation to yourself, like positive affirmation, you pretty much like nurturing your brain. Stare in the mirror and tell yourself, I am beautiful, I am handsome, I take care of myself, all those things. Number 5, prioritize your health. The way you can prioritize your health, you can exercise. Exercise is very important. When I say exercise, I'm not saying, oh, you have to go to the gym for like 2 hours, lifting weights, running on the treadmill for like 30 minutes to an hour. It can be something as simple as going for a walk. Okay, just move your body, move your muscle, stretch. That's part of taking care of your body. Me personally, I've been working out at home. I've been doing like 15 minutes to 20 minutes. And I'm still moving my body, I'm still moving my body and I still feel good about it. And it took me a while to get to this point because I used to be the type of person who will go to the gym for like an hour and 30 minutes. And when my schedule started getting very busy and I couldn't go to the gym for like an hour, I kind of stopped going because I felt like, what's the point of going to the gym and working out for like 30 minutes? Like usually when I used to work out for 30 minutes, I didn't feel like I work out. I learned from my boyfriend. It didn't matter if he went for 5 miles run or if he stayed at home and did a little quick 30-minute workout, he felt good about it. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to start doing that. And let me tell you, That's literally my favorite type of working out. Now I just work out at home for like 15 to 20 minutes. So, start working out, move your body, and you will feel great. I know me personally, every time I work out before work, I feel good because I did something personal that is not related to work. Another way you can take care of your health, start eating healthier. Just pick better option when it comes to your food. When you're eating, don't just eat chips or cookie. You can substitute for nuts or you can eat fruits. So these are the 5 habits that I wanted to share with you guys. I hope you guys find these habits useful. If you guys end up practicing any of these habits and you want to share your story, share your journey, you can reach out to me on Instagram at Make Your Time Matter and let me know what you did and how it helped you. Before wrapping up this episode, I want to share 10 positive affirmations with you guys that you can practice to manifest self-care in your daily life. Feel free to repeat these affirmations out loud. Number 1, I deserve to take care of myself. Number 2, my well-being is a priority. Number 3, taking time for myself make me stronger. Number 4, I honor my body and my mind by giving them rest and care. Number 5, I am worthy of love and attention, including my own. Number 6, I release guilt and embrace self-care without hesitation. Number 7, when I care for myself, I show up as my best self. Number 8, it is okay to put myself first. Number 9, self-care is a necessity, not a luxury. Number 10, I allow myself to rest and recharge. If you guys love these positive affirmations and you want to write them down for future use, don't worry. If you didn't get to write everything down, you can definitely go to the show notes and I will have all of them listed in order. That is it for today, guys. Just a reminder, self-care is not selfish. It's all about prioritizing yourself and engaging in activity that bring you joy and happiness. So start your journey, start taking these baby steps, follow these 5 habits, read your affirmation out loud in the mirror, and go ahead, live your life and be happy. Thank you so much for listening. If you guys enjoyed this episode, I would really appreciate it if you can share it with a friend or a family member that you feel like might need a reminder to take care of themselves. And don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram at Make Your Time Matter. Have a beautiful week with the Lord, and I will see you next time. Au revoir.